Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Evie May and I'm back with another episode of Stardew Valley. So when we last left off, it turns out our grandfather had passed away. In his inheritance or his will, I guess it's his will. In his will, we inherited his farm. So in the last episode, we were just meeting some of the townies, I guess? The bachelors, bachelorettes, and the non-marriageables. The NPCs we met. We met quite a few of them. We also started our farm. So, as you can see, it's not really great yet, and we'll definitely not have a prosperous farm if we continue like this. So today's episode, or at least in this second day, we are definitely going out and trying to get whatever seeds we can, because we are desperate for seeds. And we had managed, because I was selling everything, like forageables, wood, stick, and all that. And I know technically I probably shouldn't be doing that, and I should be saving up what I can, but I really want to get what seeds I can right away. If you've seen the last episode, I did have to do I decided to do the farm and have the community center. There we go. I decided with the community center that I was going to randomize bundles. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to get for the randomized bundles. I've never done that before. So right now I am trying to grow a bit of everything. So that way when the time comes, we can start getting things done off right away and there's no fooling around with it. And I'm also trying to clear up the farm where I can so then we can start getting things done. And since it was a little bit later in the day, we actually got to see Beans and Toast out in the farmyard eating some grass. So they've been doing good. They're really cute. I love the little chickens and I love all the baby animals in this game. I think they're just adorable to look at. And we quickly got to go check to see if they needed any food, but they haven't really been eating anything. We also don't have a silo yet, so I couldn't store up on any of the hay, so unfortunately I will have to make a chest, which I think I forgot to do in the last episode, or I do it now. I think I do it today. Unfortunately, I did record 2 days of this, so I had not episode 2, but day 2 and day 3 of spring done, but it turns out my computer decided not to record, and I lost all the audio footage of that. So I have to be doing a re-recording of this now, and be honest, I can't fully remember everything I've done in the day. I just know we went to go meet people. And once we get a chance, we will look into our notifications, or the quest spot of it, and see that we have to go speak to Willie. So in the last episode, or on day 1, Willie wasn't available to us to go talk to. He was fishing, I believe. So now with him back, we have another islander, villager, somebody to meet, an NPC to meet. I don't know what we call these people. I know the bachelors and bachelorettes, but Willie's not a marriage candidate, so unfortunately I cannot be oh yeah, this bachelor here, this young, lively fellow who probably smells a lot like fish. So unfortunately I do have to probably stumble on those words quite a bit, so I'll just try to keep the word NPC in mind. And with that, I also sold some more of our stuff so we can keep getting some stock done. Since, again, I really want to build up our farm and soon start getting the animals, because right now we do have the chickens, which is perfect, and I think that's a really good starting point. However, for a farm to function, we do need a lot more than just 2 chickens. Sorry, Beans and Toast, unfortunately you cannot give us a prospering farm. Although I feel like that would be a really fun challenge to do, and I will not be the one doing this, maybe down the road when I get a little bit more spontaneous, to see how far of a farm you can get. Oh, actually, you really wouldn't be able to get too far with the farm if you don't have other animals, because you need the goat's milk for a lot of things, you need the cheese for a lot of things. I don't remember quite off the bat if anyone might gift you those items. They might. So actually, you might be able to do that. And I got really lucky when digging through the trash can because I found a vegetable melody, which was perfect because my energy has been going down so much lately. I'm not used to the farm life, so unfortunately, watering a few plants makes me tired, chopping some wood. I'm exhausted after cutting some stoning, pickaxing some rocks. Tired, exhausted, so unfortunately I really do need to make sure my energy stays up, and as we level on, we will be able to get our energy up. But right now, we're on a little bit of a pickle, so that vegetable melody came perfect, because we also don't have the money to spend on just food. Unfortunately, I cannot go to Gus and just buy a bunch of food. So thankfully, we got that vegetable melody. I don't know how good it is, and I'm probably stealing food from Linus, so I do apologize to him, but I think he'll understand. We're a poor farmer with nothing to eat yet, so hopefully he gets it. So down on the beach, we were immediately cut off with a cutscene, where we get to meet Willie. He's just introducing us, and he's telling us who he is and what he's going to do. He's also going to gift us with a fishing rod. which is perfect because now we can fish, and thankfully fish can be used as food, but fish is also really important for when we get the community bundles. Well, I'm assuming anyway. Again, I've never played with the Remix bundles, so knowing my luck, I'm saying like, oh yeah, the fish is so important. We'll get all the fish for the community bundles right away. And like, there might not even be a fish. So I'm really excited to see what will be in the community chest. I'll be honest, I've never seen a lot of playthroughs of Stardew Valley. Like, I've seen plenty of like Animal Crossing and Pokemon and those sorts of things, but I've never sat down and actually watched it. I watch a lot of like on TikTok. I do see a lot of like Lumi plays and a few other people who I don't remember the names of. It's only Lumi I remember off the bat of Stardew Valley. So like, I'm not like not knowledgeable on stuff with Stardew Valley, but I will say like I've never. Oh, I have actually seen Lista last play, but she was playing the expanded version and she done like videos on the. Yeah, I've actually seen videos of that. That's a lot. I've seen Lista last play it for both the JoJo route or the community center one. I don't think she played with randomized bundles on that one. I think she did for the expanded one. But I can't remember now if they use expanded items for those, so again, like, it might not even be, like, relatable to this. But with that, we also went quickly to Pierre's, because now we can sell some stuff to him, and we can also buy some stuff from him, because we're desperate for money, because normally I wouldn't sell to Pierre. In fact, I didn't even realize that was an option, because normally I sell all my forageables, not forageables, but, like, forageables, items, and stuff before I go to Pierre, through the little, shipping bin in the yard. But I also got really lucky here because the girls were all gathering for a little, like, I think it's their yoga session. So I got to speak to everyone, thankfully, and just see what they're up to, get some information on them. And just in case we haven't introduced ourselves to anyone, thankfully this was the perfect opportunity to do so. And also to raise hearts. So we did actually get to speak to everyone. Like, not everyone, but, like, we get that up. So with that, I quickly also did that, and I realized my inventory was getting pretty full. So I took that as an opportunity to actually sell stuff to Pierre and get some more money, so technically we just traded some seeds for these flowers. It honestly worked out well, so I think I ended up getting one of everything, almost. I don't know if I had anything left after that, because at least if I have one of everything, because I think it's like a few days in when you finally get to go to the community center. It should be a few days, so at least I'll have one of everything. I don't know if they're going to be doing the star bundles or the quality bundles. They might. And that might be a little bit of an issue, because I think for the bundles like that, they are usually generous with like the ones you need. So like parsnips are like a really quick growing thing. They're also really cheap, so I don't think it's like as detrimental as that. So hopefully they go easy on us for things like that and not just give us like, actually it might be the melon, but I don't know if the melon would be the summer fruit. I also quickly visited Robin's in Demetrius's house. Thankfully, Demetrius was there. Unfortunately, Sebastian was not someone I could meet because he spends a lot of time in his room, and the only time you would really meet him in the start of the game is when he goes to the saloon, or if he's out for a smoke, and unfortunately, he did not do any of this in today's part, which was a little bit frustrating because Sebastian is one of my favorite characters, so we didn't get to speak to him today. Elliot's another one I had some issues with trying to find because his house, you have to have a friendship level to enter his house. And it was a little bit funny to me because with the saloon, I thought I would run into Elliot or Sebastian there, but I didn't get lucky with that, unfortunately. And again, that made for like a really difficult time because those are, I think, the only two I had left. But I did get really lucky with the forageables. And the spring leeks too, because I forgot all about the spring leeks until I was playing it. And I gotta say, this is probably like one of the times when I had a lot of luck with the spring leeks. And our vegetable melody also came in huge, like, handy here. So that way I can, like, clear out this area here in case I'm running late. But also to, like, save time for when I'm trying to get home. Or, like today, when I have things to go grab from the roads up there, or by Demetrius's house, or by the community center in the playground, where there's a bunch of forageables. So thankfully with that, I was able to clear up a bit of land. And I'm trying to get that done as fast as I can so that I can have, like, more parts of the farm done. So we can even start decorating the farm. I think that'll be pretty fun. I haven't really... Now, in my first playthrough that I played, like, 4 or 5 years ago, my farm I actually decorated, like, really cute, really nice. I really like it, I gotta say. And it was really good for, like, a first, like, playthrough. Because I think I'm in year 4 in that, and I haven't played it in so long. So, like, I kind of got bored of it. And then, like, the update came out, so I stopped playing it altogether. So I do go through breaks when it comes to Stardew Valley, and we also got a geode, so that means we'll have to go talk to Clintoris, which sucks. I don't really want to see Clint. But it's still good. We have a geode, so that means we'll probably be making an appearance down at the museum later. Now, I will say it is too late for me to go visit the museum in this part of the episode, so we'll definitely have to be doing that in the next episode or on day 3. Since it turns out the blacksmith closed at 4, I believe it is. I think it was 4 he closes, because I wasn't sure if it was 4 or 4:30, and I was hoping when I seen the time that I would have a few minutes to spare, but unfortunately I did not, and I ran a little bit late on that, but that's okay. Like, I don't mind waiting to see Clintoris. I really don't want to see Clint. But it also delays our meeting with Morris, I believe his name is. But again, he doesn't really count for anything, so it doesn't really matter if we see not Clint. I have Clint on the mind. That's horrible. It doesn't really matter if we don't see Morris because no, Morris is Gunter. Oh, I'm so sorry for any like Gunter stands. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got mixed up with him and Morris. That's really embarrassing, actually. So we were going to go see Gunter, but we can't see Gunter today because we have nothing to donate. So we'll definitely go be seeing him in like part 3 or episode 3 of this. And we're going back now to grab our spring leeks. And I'm just like messing up everything, but I was really just trying to see when the blacksmith opens, and that was when I had like a facepalm moment because I was really hoping to go and just get the geodes done, get those donated, so that they're just not in my inventory. It just like takes away from like one more chore we have to do because we are really busy right now trying to build our farm, and also really struggling with trying to find people. But the good news is we do have a fishing rod now, so we can start doing that. And when I was in the area, I quickly checked just in case Sebastian was out for a smoke. Unfortunately, again, I might have just missed him. I think it might be like 5:30 to 6 o'clock is when he finishes work for the day. So I think, again, I probably just missed him. But it was still frustrating because I could not find Sebastian at all, besides in his room. And Elliot, I have not seen Elliot once since we started. Because I thought, too, the wizard was someone that you have to go and speak to, but it turns out the wizard, you don't. Because I was trying to enter his thing, because he don't really go out. I think sometimes he might be out by his house, but very rarely will he leave the tower. So I was, like, a little bit frustrated with that, because I was like, man, like, I need to go talk to the wizard, but it won't let me into his house. And unfortunately, it took me a couple minutes to realize that the wizard, as someone invites you over to his house, he doesn't really count for anything. So that was just, again, a silly goose moment. But thankfully, in trying to find Sebastian, I did find a lot of forageables this time of day, which is perfect, because we are leveling up really quickly with our foraging skills, which, again, like, helps out tremendously. So at least we're getting up somewhere, and I think with the foraging or the gardening. Because, again, the gardening skill is really easy to increase, too, because you're probably watering every day, you're potentially, like, buying more seeds, harvesting crops, etc., etc., So again, those 2 skills I find, like, you level up really fast. Combat, I guess combat too, but like, we're not going to be doing combat for a little bit until we get the Adventurers Guild invite, which takes probably like in the next couple days, we'll probably get that. But for now, like, these 2 skills are perfect, and I think the gardening one is the one I really hope to get up, because that way we can get the scarecrow. And unfortunately, Penny did catch us digging through the trash. Which kind of sucked, but like, again, I'm not really too excited to meet her. She's whatever. She's like, blah. With that, we did get to meet Haley, though. And she was just like, judging us for that, but I don't mind. I like Haley. I know there's a lot of discourse around Haley. I personally am the one who likes, I like her timeline. I like how she evolves as a character. I think she has one of the best development in Stardew Valley. Shane, again, I do like the fact that he was supposed to stop drinking, but unfortunately still, like, you see him at the saloon all the time. He always takes a beer from you, because he is easy to give. Beer is not hard to get. So, like, it is nice, because it is easy to build up the friendship level, but I do find it sad that, like, there's no change in that. So, like, his character development, you know what I mean? But I will say Haley has the best character development in Stardew Valley. I do like Abby's too. Like her final event or something when you marry her. Spoiler alert if you don't know this, so I'll just give you a couple minutes to go away. But with Abby, I do like it when she gets to go fight the thing, and then she like fights that skeleton to protect you, and she takes a life, essentially, basically, was what happens. And she like has that moment where she really questions it, and like, I really like that thing because, like, while she appears tough and she wants to go, like, adventuring and stuff, I guess, like, outside the game, that would be a very difficult thing to do once you actually are in that moment and have to fight. So I do think that's actually a really beautiful moment with Abigail. Um, Again, she has, like, a lot of problems with her parents, and besides that, I don't really find, like, there's a whole lot of development that, like, sticks with me or memories of it. But I do like her development, I will say that. I mean, Sebastian too, I guess his, like, character development is here and there. Uh, I know, I don't know if it's him who invites you to the band thing. I think that's a newer event. I could be wrong about that. But I do like Sebastian as a character. I think he's really much like the underdog of the family. His father's stepfather, Demetrius, is. He doesn't really appreciate Sebastian, and like I definitely could see that. And I really, like, to some degree, could see how, like, people can relate to that. I think that's a really lovely thing. And I think all the bachelors and bachelorettes have, like, their own story that is so, like, true to life. And, like, a lot of people can connect to the different aspects of it, which I think is a really beautiful thing. But again, out of everyone, I would say Haley definitely has the best development. And, like, it actually sticks with her throughout the game, which I really like. And I will say, when I first met her, I don't want to say I didn't like the bullying of her, but, like, I felt just sad because, like, I wanted to get to meet her. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Like, she's cool. And, like, you want to befriend her. You want to be friends with Haley. Like, even though she comes off mean, I guess that's technically deflection with it. So I was really sad, like, at first. And I loved it when she started coming around. Like, I can't say I've ever hated Haley. Like, it just made me sad that I couldn't befriend her. And I was just like, please don't be mean to me. I want to be your friend. Like, my, like, outfit's not that bad. Like, it kind of slays. So, like, please be my friend. Yeah, so like I do really like Haley, and I can't say I've ever been on a Haley hate train, because at the end of the day, she's just a girl. I don't know if that's a fair argument, but like she is just a girl. And before we go to bed for the evening, we are just going to clear up our farm a little bit with the remaining energy we have. It is 11:20, and we do have to go to bed before 2. Because right now I don't have the money, and I don't really want to lose any of the objects, because the geodes are really good, especially with the museum. So I don't want to take chances on losing those, so I will be going to bed before 2, so that way I'm not just, like, rushing for it at the end of the day. And right now we just gotta, like, harvest the eggs, but we unfortunately can't harvest the eggs until Toast and Beans gets a little bit older. And I was quickly just checking to see, because it turns out I also have not met Joss. Which I thought I did. I don't know why I thought I spoke to her in the first episode, but we didn't. So that at the end of this episode, it basically just leaves us with 3 people we have to meet. The wizard, again, I thought he counted, but he doesn't. So we do have to meet Sebastian, we have to meet Elliot. Elliot's his name. I don't know why I forgot his name. I was going to say Sylvester. But no, we have to meet Sebastian, Elliot, and we also have to meet Jazz. Out of those 3, Jazz would be the easiest because we can quickly pop by Marnie and just hope she's not playing inside her room. But I also find she's out in the community quite a bit. We can hunt down Penny, and we can also hunt down... Oh, I forgot his name as well. The kid. What is the kid's name? Oh, I cannot remember his name. I'm so sorry, little dude. But I forgot your name. So between those 2, we will... Not between those 2. Between those 3, that will definitely be like the highlight, like the main goal for the next episode. So anyways, that's pretty much clues up the remaining of this episode. So thank you so much if you took your time out of your day to watch this and you finished it. Please leave a like, a comment's appreciated. Subscribe if you like. And I also have a Tumblr, which will be in the description if you're interested to check it out. Please do. Other than that, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.